Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Sport Aces podcast. I'm Chris Ortega,
Anthony Conti.
Tom Bucciferro.
and we have a special guest here beside me to the left of me. I know y'all wondering who is this big fucking guy beside me. Let him go introduce himself.
Hi guys, I'm Tommy Corbanis. Sorry I'm not Minetti. I know you guys are all waiting for that. I left my heels at home, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to wait on that.
All right, just he gave us a teaser. We're gonna have Coach Jessica Minetti, head women's coach for the Sacred Heart women's basketball team. We're gonna have her here on Monday, so y'all definitely need to be on the lookout when we drop that video on Monday.
Excited.
Fun fact: I seen Sarah earlier today. Actually,
Oh,
I was
really?
sitting downstairs chilling. You know, she's excited about getting on the pod. Like,
Let's go.
when they get back from being home for break.
Is she
Like
in
to see
Monterey?
Yeah, I seen her Monte. She had class.
Is she a comm student, or is it just like the intro class?
No,
that
it's the
everybody has
intro
to
class
take?
because she's
Okay.
a freshman, so she
Oh,
has
okay.
the intro classes.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
So yeah, that's it was pretty dope. You know, she excited about coming on the pod. Her
Word.
teacher was hyping her up though. Her teacher was like, "Yes, she's a superstar. I can't wait till she's not my student no more to get a picture with her." I'm like, "Oh, look at that!
That's awesome.
Look at the love,
That's nice.
That's awesome, yeah.
man. Oh man." So real talk. Before we go into any takes, because I have some real hot takes about the Patriots and what they've
Yeah.
been doing. But before we go there, man, you gotta tell us, man, how your journey, man, because it's very interesting. Because you played with Kenny Pickett,
I played not in high school technically. Like he wasn't on
But
my
in
high
a
school
bowl-
team.
in like
In a
an
bowl game,
All-American-
yeah. I'm from this place, Essex, Vermont, small town outside Burlington. Most people would consider the capital, even though it's Montpelier, but there's
Yeah.
nobody there, so nobody cares. Traveled to a couple different like camps called like USA Football. It's this like
Yeah, I'm
national
very
brand. A couple
familiar
people.
with
Todd
that.
Gurley did it years ago.
Mhm.
And I just went to camps around the country. Got invited to a couple, and then once you're like finished the series of camps, like going invited, then you get to the International Bowl, which is at your very own Cowboys AT&T Stadium. So
You already know how
I
that
came in there, it
goes.
was crazy. One guy everybody knew going in was this dude named John Cron, who was on Good Morning Football around that time, and he's the largest football player in the world. Dude's like 7'4", 440 pounds.
Jesus.
He was an absolute unit. He's from California. I'm trying to remember the name, but he went to Kawhi Leonard's high school. Actually knew Kawhi, which is funny too.
Oh wow.
So he was dope. It was cool. I ended up starting over him just because it's hard to move when you're 440 pounds, and ended up being a co-captain and left tackle for Kenny Pickett. And he was a stud even back then. Obviously, it's not like you're going to predict he's going to be a first-round pick or anything like that, but like I just knew this guy was built different. Like there was one play, like we played against Canada, and there was like a stunt coming in. I was a little late, caught flat-footed. I was trying to like hook the guy over to kind of drive him like past the other A gap. And I remember this dude, Kenny, kind of wheeled it around me. And like literally like 2 seconds later, I turned my head and that guy is already like 15, 20 yards upfield. Looks like he's gliding. Like I never saw like a little white kid with a Bieber cut move quite like young Kenny Pickett did. But no, he's
The
cool.
Bieber cut.
Probably doesn't remember I exist, but I'll always remember that week. That was a great experience.
So I know y'all probably seeing on the left side of us on the screen, you see that picture that Tommy's talking about. Oh man, it's a Kodak moment.
Oh,
man.
no.
Look at that! Look at that!
Oh, please don't. I know it's gonna be there too.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be there. We're gonna find it. We're gonna put it right in this double box we have here. But man, so like after playing the All American, USA football.
Asterisks, yeah.
Asterisks.
Not the same All-Americans
Yeah,
as
yeah,
other
yeah, I
All-Americans,
get it,
but
I get
in
it.
terms of who comes to those camps,
and then
yes.
you came to Sacred Heart. on the
Yeah, I
football
was
team.
recruited to come to SHU. There's a couple other schools. Tulane was on my radar for a while. UMass Amherst.
The Green
but I
Wave,
wanted to
bro.
go to a smaller, the Green Wave. Crazy turnaround from like 2 years. Like,
Yeah, they were good this
program.
year.
Bro, that's crazy.
The guy ran.
But yeah, could have. But I wanted to go to a smaller school. I like this. I came in as business major because most athletes are like, I'll do sport management, just focus sports, whatever. And it was whatever. I liked it. Met a couple good friends, learned a lot of lessons, but it just wasn't for me at the end of the day.
Right.
So I quit the team and went to club football and joined two of my other roommates who came in D1 players. They went to club the year before I quit the team, still there. They won a national championship, and they were like, you should just come play with us. Like, I never thought I was going to go pro or anything, so I might as well just spend the rest of college just having fun with my roommates.
Yeah, so...
And then I switched to sports communications, too.
So, question. I always want to know, like, what's the difference between the Division I and then the club football? Like, do people really get recruited for club football?
Apparently at Sacred Heart, they do. I mean, there's a few guys... A lot of them technically end up coming from the D1 team. Like, I was one of them. This guy, Toussaint, who used to work down here, was there. I can't think of his full name, but this kid, Mark, who is a sophomore, I think. He was originally on the D1 team. He was a running back this year. He looked pretty good from what I saw. But yeah, it's weird. It's a weird kind of thing. I think Jones is just trying to be... Coach Greg Jones trying to be more competitive than everybody else, so I guess he is probably recruiting, but there's definitely a whole, system to that.
I mean, I think it's because I think for a lot of kids, I mean, going Division I and then you go to the Division I schedule, not everybody used to that, so I think they probably go to the club football route where it feels like a simple, better transition for them, especially your freshman.
A lot less pressure. I do miss, like, the structure of it. For sure. And I'm definitely excited to get back to my job and kind of get up early again and just implement those things. Like, I feel like it wasn't for me, but they called it like shoe fam for a reason. Like, pretty much every guy would bought into each other. Like, everybody was good teammates to each other. Everybody sacrificed, and, pretty proud of them. They ended up doing well. I mean, I have a NEC ring, didn't do anything for it, but and then they ended up taking off even more.
Yo, fuck it, you got more rings than I right now. And speaking of jobs, man, you at NBC?
Yeah, dude, I was there last year. I did Thursday night football. I was strictly the studio show PA, so when they did like TNF nightcap stuff like that with Ryan Fitzpatrick, Andrew Whitworth, Tony Gonzalez, Clarence Thompson. Richard Sherman, who I got a shout out from at the end of the year, was really cool.
That was awesome.
That was dope.
Definitely doesn't know who I am. There was definitely somebody in his IFB the last day. They were like, Tommy and Ezra, they did phenomenal. It's like, oh, Tommy and Ezra, they did phenomenal this year. But it felt good to be recognized by the crew, who were really talented and awesome people I learned a lot from. But I'm coming back now to do USFL. Similar stuff, not necessarily studio stuff.
Man, USFL, man.
Yeah, dude. It's the second year. They had an original stint in the 80s for the USFL. It was backed by the boy, Donnie. I remember
seeing that back in the day where in history you probably seen it.
There's a good 30 for 30 on it, too.
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, I think Donald Trump was the owner of it.
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
I think it only lasted like 3 seasons, I think.
A lot of people forget that, man.
Wasn't it like 03?
No, this was in the 80s.
It was in the 80s.
Why am I thinking 03?
You probably think of XFL, the original XFL in the 2000s, actually.
Okay, that's
this when Tommy Maddox had his career resurgence for the Steelers.
Tommy Maddox.
That 1 year, he gonna always remember that 1 year, ladies and gentlemen. We thought I ain't not think the Steelers was a running team. They was throwing the ball like crazy that year. I was like, oh,
Tommy
okay.
Maddox, bro.
But he got himself a Super Bowl ring.
He did.
So it doesn't matter.
He did.
But man, the USFL, man, what's gonna be different this year, man? That's gonna be entertaining, because I know, jumping back, bringing a new football league. I know the XFL is happening right now.
Yeah, very successful.
It's very successful, and you get some mixed reviews, of course.
Yeah, it's obviously it's not gonna live up to what we see in the NFL. Yeah. But there's also great players and great storylines that come out of it. Yeah. For example, from the New Jersey Generals, didn't want to get that wrong. Last year they had your boy Cavante Turpin, who was the MVP of the USFL. Then that fall went on to become the Pro Bowl returner for the NFC. So there's a lot of great opportunities in it still for players.
I knew he was special when that preseason game. I was like this. Oh, we got something good here, guys. Jerry, don't fucking lose him, Jerry.
Yeah, there's great talent coming in. Like there's second year, there's 2 divisions, North and South, each have 4 teams. Obviously, like divisions, the NFL, you play your divisional teams twice a year. There's some interesting storylines, like I said, like Cavante's gone, but they do have the returning Offensive Player of the Year and Coach of the Year. And with the team, the New Orleans Breakers, they have this guy named McLeod Bethel Thompson, who I don't know if you've heard that name. He bounced around the NFL for years, and then he went to the CFL. And this past year, he won their Grey Cup, which is like their Super Bowl, and was the passing leader. So he'll be competing there. On the Birmingham Stallions, who were the defending champs, it's kind of a weird thing. Like they went 9-1, I believe, but also there was only one hub city last year, which was Birmingham, Alabama. So they basically had all home games, didn't have to travel. They got 3 new stadiums this year. They got they have Ford Field, which is where the Detroit Lions play. Yeah. They have Tom Benson Field, which is where they have the Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. Okay. And then they have, I want to say, Simmons Bank Liberty Field, which is in Memphis because we're replacing a team, the Tampa Bay Bandits, with the Memphis Showboats, who was an original USFL team back in the 80s. They actually gave Hall of Famer Reggie White, arguably the best defensive tackle of his generation, his pro start before he came into the NFL. So
Reggie White.
Yeah.
Oh man,
that's a lot of big names coming in.
No, but the Memphis Showboat, that's
a name.
That's
a cool name.
Sound like a cool name that you could have named.
Then there's the Pittsburgh Maulers. It's just the perfect name for that city. Houston Gamblers. I don't know.
Oh, they could have been those Vegas Gamblers, but you know,
maybe in a couple of years they'll expand the teams.
I mean, there is gambling a lot in the NBA and NFL, you know.
Jimmy G is going to love that city, and that city's going to love him right back for sure.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah, he is.
Speaking of that, my boy transitioned to the NFL really smooth there. Jimmy G loving Las Vegas. Man, so I'm going to be honest, man. What is going on with Bill Belichick right now? Like, and the Patriots and free agency.
You know what?
Because Jacoby Myers leaving, I was like, oh.
That guy, great dude. Like I was upset with the whole Vegas lateral play. Oh, I love how he handled it after the game. That dude is a clear leader and a guy that I always really respected and liked, but he's not a wide receiver 1 for our team. Granted, him and Juju Smith-Schuster over the past couple of years, similar stat sheets at face value, but with a guy like Juju, he just won a Super Bowl. Think about it, he's only 26. A couple years ago, he was the breakout star in the NFL with, obviously he's playing with Antonio Brown, so that opens up a lot of opportunities for you. But I feel like he could really take on a leadership role for us. And also in terms of yards after the catch, he's one of the best receivers in the league. Like he's with guys like A.J. Brown and Justin Jefferson. When it comes to that, obviously he doesn't live up to that, but I think he could really thrive in a Bill O'Brien offense. I like the Mike Gesicki pick. I want to see some ugly gritties, him and Mac Jones.
Oh, Lord.
Jesus Christ.
But back to your point, I don't mean to sidetrack with Bill Belichick. It is a little concerning, the fact that obviously in the AFC, there's a lot of, surplus talent compared to the NFC right now, especially what's coming into your division. Hey, get the stupid smiles off your you guys. This is the best. This is the best that it's ever gonna look for the Jets. This is the best that's ever gonna look.
Gentlemen, the Jets is landing with Aaron Rodgers.
Not yet. They could. That would be the ultimate Jets move to fumble that. That wouldn't be. Would it, Tom?
No, it would.
It would.
It totally can.
It's likely to happen.
Let's not do that. They let them have their joy.
My heart
right now.
cannot take that.
You know, you said the best. You're saying that this is the best team we're ever gonna have.
It's right now in off season. This is the most hype that you could possibly get. Yeah,
ever?
I know he's right. He's right about that.
This is gonna be
in terms of the amount of hype that we're getting. It scares me because if we don't make the playoffs, we are the fucking laughing stock of the league.
It's going to be the hardest. This is AFC East. I think is going to be the
best division in the league,
easily,
easily the best.
And honestly, hey, and I know you're shitting on the Pats, but they didn't even have an offensive coordinator last year. No. Matt Patricia did figure it out towards the end, but too little, too late. And even that last game against the Bills, we showed up on every aspect except for special teams. Mac Jones started 17 for 17. We only won 8 games, but we choked to the Bengals. We choked to the Packers with Bailey Zappi. Vegas, we could have been an 11-win team without.
They would have made the playoffs, yeah.
Yeah, without an offensive coordinator.
We're only crazy. You know what's so crazy? Because somebody that's alumni of our program, they definitely predicted that Mac Jones was gonna have a bad sophomore season.
Yeah, did he really have a bad?
It wasn't
year,
bad. It was just injuries.
He was definitely in the lower half of.
Oh, agreed.
Like, say if you say Kirk Cousins is the line, I think people give him too much slander. But if you,
I agree.
If you would consider him like the median of the league, I think this past season Mac Jones is in that bottom echelon.
He was,
but his rookie year, I think he exceeded expectations, and like it's disappointing when you hear that they're out on D-Hop. I mean, because he's likely going to go with the Bills. He put Buffalo Soldier on his story yesterday.
Bro,
like
D-Hop on the Bills. He's such
this division is getting so annoying because
Diggs and fucking Hopkins, bro. What are we going to do?
It's exactly what they need. I feel like fantasy managers are going to be pissed because Josh Allen's not going to be running as much, but like that really is going to open up. It's for the best for that, not for us. Not for you guys either. But in terms of their team, I feel like that's exactly what they need. I think they're going to have a step back because their defensive coordinator's gone.
Yeah.
I feel like that's going to be a big deal, but you never know. It's going to be the best division.
Those division games this year.
There's not a bad
fucking
team.
Crazy, bro.
Because we haven't beat New England in like 7 years.
Yeah, we're 0-14.
And you won't.
And the Dolphins,
bro. If we don't beat you guys,
Dolphins is still looking good. Still.
They are. They picked up. They picked up Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, like that tandem.
Like,
that tandem.
What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Well, I seen the video where the Dolphins posted on YouTube where it was Rose and Ramsey just touring the facility.
Yeah.
I was like this. I'm like, look at this. I'm like this, and they knew each other. I'm like, oh, this is about to be a dangerous group.
Xavier Howard, Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, Howard. I said Rose. I mean,
no, Xavier Rhodes. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you.
Where it clicked over.
Too many
Xaviers.
Xaviers in the league.
A lot of them.
Nah, but it was crazy because when I was seeing them, and he was like, yeah, same draft class. I'm like, oh shit, guys, I think this might be the rest of the season in that division.
Ramsey, the thing is, Ramsey, like people say he had a down year, but it was still a good year.
Yeah.
He still had a good season.
He's still one of the
good.
best in his position.
He's
probably top 3.
Yeah. It's just. I think when we look at cornerbacks, I think we hold cornerbacks to a high standard, especially if they like a top corner. Because, like for example, like
Sauce Gardner.
If let's say if Sauce Gardner,
he's a top corner. I don't care what anybody says.
Like if Sauce Gardner allowed like 100 yards on him in one season, they'd be like, "Oh, he had a bad season." Bro, it's the NFL, bro.
100 yards in a whole season? I'd be fucking ecstatic with that.
That is incredible.
No, but I'm just saying, like...
I mean, they did it with Diggs 2 years ago.
Yeah, like, everybody got to remember, like, these top quarterbacks are going against number one receivers, like, every day.
With Diggs, though, after he got all that criticism for being a ball hawk, he changed the way he played this year, and he was a lot better.
Well, I think he probably, like, Dan Quinn probably talked to him, like, about his game. Like, he was loving the picks, but I think it was too risky. And I think he started to realize, like, hey...
Yeah, he was getting burned too many times.
Let's not get crazy with the picks too much, but let's just go ahead and... play
with Ramsey though. The Rams had so many injuries on defense too. Without pass rush, it's gonna obviously make him look worse.
Wait, speaking of which, Jerry Jones, can you get fucking Bobby Wagner? Can we just get?
I'm surprised he's not picked up.
Like, come on, man,
I think he's going back to the Seahawks. Honestly,
that should be interesting.
That would be interesting.
I think he's going to go back to the Seahawks, and I think do they have the 5th or the 6th pick?
5th
from the Broncos. I think they'll probably end up getting Jalen
That was
Carter.
A great fucking investment,
bro.
They'll probably
great investment. You know
they bet on Geno Smith, bro.
You know who stole. You know who y'all think won the trade like right now? Well, man, I'm gonna ask this question again.
What kind of question is that? Seahawks?
No, I'm talking about between the Panthers. And
Bears
and Bears. I'm gonna ask this question again after the draft. So we're gonna wait.
Yeah, because right now I can't give you an answer because I don't know who they're gonna draft.
You also got to think about
because
the
Panthers is lowing the fuck up. Y'all see that?
Yeah, that division's so bad too. Like they could come out of that division.
The Panthers
pretty
might
easy.
And they almost did.
Winner.
They almost did last year.
With Sam Darnold and Baker
Mayfield.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback.
I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of liking that backup QB that was starting for the Panthers, and the running back
PJ Walker.
Yeah, they was
the
like,
XFL guy.
Yeah, they actually had like a good run.
That one throw he had to DJ Moore was absolutely disgusting.
Oh my God!
When you consider who won that, as of right now, we do have to see who they pick up and how they play those. But I feel like DJ Moore losing him is a big deficit. Because who do they have? Like Laviska Shenault,
They just signed
Thielen.
they got
Thielen
too.
He's old.
True. At the time of the trade, though, that's what I was considering. But yes, I feel like Thielen is definitely going to help them out. Their defense is definitely solid.
But
Brian Burns, bro, he's a beast. Yeah. Underrated.
And then
Spider-Man.
Well, speaking of the Jets, y'all getting more receivers. Look at y'all.
Yeah, come on, bro. Save some for us. I wanted McCole Hardman, bro. You don't need McCole Hardman.
Bro, that caught me off guard.
It did, but we needed the return man.
Jesus,
we needed the return man really badly to replace Barrios. And
honestly, if McCole Hardman was in the game against the Vikings, he would have caught the ball.
I thought about this
Fucking
when
Barrios,
it happened.
Man.
If we didn't have Barrios, we don't lose that game. We have momentum going to Seattle. We probably make the playoffs.
We would have made the playoffs. We choked fucking horribly. We were 7-4.
Can't change it now.
We had the worst. Hey, me and you had the worst game of the year, other than the Colts Broncos. That's 3-3 game, and then special teams wins.
What was his name? Marcus
Jones.
Braden Mann, bro.
He was our Taysom Hill this year. That man had a defensive touchdown. He had a special teams touchdown. Man. He scored a screen pass touchdown against the Bills on Thursday Night Football, which I was pumped about. Obviously,
only the Jets would lose on a punt return.
That was the most boring game of football I've ever watched in my entire life.
Hard-nosed barn burner.
Zach Wilson was horrible that game. That was the worst game of his career. And that's hard. That's he's had a lot of bad games, but that was the worst game he's ever played.
He needs to develop. That's why I think Aaron Rodgers obviously. Congratulations,
it's
you guys.
It's stupid because the Packers are not. They want so much shit for him. We're gonna have to give up that pick.
They have all the leverage.
They do.
In this case.
Okay, I will debate that. They have leverage, but at the same time, we have leverage because if he doesn't leave, they're on the hook for $60 million.
Yeah.
Facts.
And if he shows up to training camp, they're going to start him. And if they don't, the second Jordan Love throws a pick, the fans are going to be like, yo, put Aaron Rodgers in.
He's also going to be, is he currently on his 5th year or 4th year?
Jordan Love's on his 5th year.
Because he's going to need to have some tape behind him because they'll need to either extend him or let him go and completely rebuild again.
They just picked up his 5th year. He needs to play. He played one. He looked good in the game last year, but you don't have a ton on him. If Rodgers shows up, they're gonna be like, "Well, we got this guy making $60 million. We could have traded him." Yeah. That's why I think when we picked up the second for Moore, I think that pick definitely goes to them.
Yeah. Along with our first round.
Rip Elijah Moore. I loved Elijah Moore, but that headache he caused was the reason he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't necessarily 100% his fault. Michael LaFleur was a really shitty offensive coordinator.
I mean, he's also dealing with Zach not throwing in the ball because he can't.
The thing with LaFleur is, we had talent, and he just didn't use it correctly at all.
Yeah.
And now we have Hackett, who's experienced with that type of stuff. So I feel confident, especially if he gets Rodgers. It's a familiar situation.
I feel like you should have optimism, too, with the whole Zach Wilson in the future situation because
I don't know.
Realistically, how many years does Aaron Rodgers have?
2.
2?
Yeah. Max, maybe 3.
Zach can get, a little experience, still have a little time on his contract. And also, when he was coming out of BYU, everybody compared him to Aaron Rodgers.
They did.
But the thing is, Aaron Rodgers hasn't seen, the guy who cares about, nursing the
he's seen it. I will say this though, him and Zach have a good relationship. I've heard that they've talked and you got
their numbers and
they do.
Yeah, I'm an insider, but no, Rodgers I think he is willing to teach Zach.
Yeah.
So I guess that alone gives me a slight bit of optimism. Yeah. It's just the fact that Zach, when he goes in in-game situation, you saw it last year. He's just so I don't know how to explain it. He makes.
He's still.
It's like he doesn't have I don't want to say not have a brain, but he just goes blank.
No, he's still in BYU mode. He still thinks that he can make the throws and the decisions that he could against nobodies. But now he's playing against
he's
dogs.
Playing
the pass twice a year. Tell me, Kyle Duggar isn't not as good as any of the guys he played. Clearly, he is, and he just needs to get used to that. The NFL speed.
Who does BYU play?
The toughest opponent he played in his college career, the only ranked opponent was Coastal Carolina.
Exactly. He's playing against bottom tier D1 defenses. Yeah. Or mid tier D1 defenses.
Mid to low tier. Yeah.
And now he's going into the NFL. It's like Sam Darnold. It's the same thing. USC. I mean, they're playing better opponents. Yeah. But Darnold.
I like Sam Darnold going to the Niners.
I do too. I think he's going to learn from
who are you going
Trey. Well, not actually. No, they don't have anybody anymore. I forgot. He's
just
gone.
Shanahan, really.
Shanahan's a good coach. That's all they need.
He probably should have won Coach of the Year.
Nah, I think Dable was
Bro, with
Dable
with 4 quarterbacks, I would have given it to him.
yeah, but
I feel like it was a toss up between those two.
Yeah, but I feel like
Sirianni won
it,
right?
I feel like no, Dable.
Oh, Dable did end up.
No, but I feel like Dable kind of bringing the Giants into the playoff contention with Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones had one of his better seasons.
Shout out him getting that bag.
Oh yeah. But
when we did Coach of the Years, we did Coach of the Years a while ago. I picked Doug Peterson, but
it could. Peterson was another one
just
that really could have won it.
The mess that Urban Meyer left, and then he just comes in, he fixes everything, and they make the playoffs.
That was the thing about Jacksonville. It wasn't a lack of talent. It was literally just Urban Meyer. Yeah, because their team is pretty much. I mean, they got Kirk. Yeah. But other than that, it was the same team. Etienne was back, fully healthy. Yeah. T-Law developed into. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be so good.
Could have been a Jet, but
fucking
people forget Calvin Ridley is now reinstated.
And now they have Calvin Ridley, so they're gonna be even better. They're gonna win the AFC South with flying colors, probably like 12-5. That's what I'm going with.
12. That's a bit of a tall test.
You think?
I think
You think no? I think they go over 10 wins.
They beat the Colts.
I think they'll go over 10 wins, but like 12-5, I feel like is kind of.
It depends on who they play out of their division.
All I'm saying is like the second half of the year this year, they really started clicking.
They were like 1-6, and then they went like
they were on a fucking heater the second half of the year. They were 1-6, and they finished off 8-2.
Yeah.
So like they're coming in the season with momentum. They got Calvin Ridley back, or not back, but for the first time. That's the best receiver that T-Law's played with so far in his NFL career.
Play the Falcons at home. I think they'll beat the Falcons. Obviously, I'm looking at like out of division teams.
Tennessee sucks. They're gonna be Tennessee.
That whole division. They can win all
Tennessee's
6
full
games.
rebound.
I think they're gonna probably win that division.
Easy.
That's what I'm saying. They could get 12 wins.
They're gonna definitely.
They could sneak 12. They could sneak 12.
Yeah, they definitely gonna.
They beat us fucking easily. We sucked that game. We needed to win that.
They're
game.
not beating the Bengals.
No.
Panthers.
Panthers that'll be their toughest in division.
I can't believe they finished 7.
Or not in division.
They're playing the NFC South too. Like that's the second.
Yeah, so they could easily get 12.
They could get 10 to 12 pretty comfortably.
They could be all 4 teams in the NFC South.
Yeah. But y'all seen the reports about like the pro days that happened with CJ Stroud.
Yep.
And then like a couple hours later. Oh yeah, the Panthers. They out to dinner with Bryce Young before his pro day. I'm like, oh look at these guys.
Yeah.
Well, who is it? Josh McDaniel. No, Josh
McCown.
Are
you talking about the clip?
Yes.
I was like this. I was like, oh, CJ Stroud might be number 1.
I mean,
he's like when you come to Carolina,
we'll find you a place.
We'll find you a place to play pickup.
He knows the cameras there.
It is a little smoke screening, but the owner was also there, and usually owners do not show up to pro days. But maybe they also did for Bryce Young.
I think they did because it's such a big. It's like this pick is the biggest thing the Panthers have done probably since taking Cam first.
Yeah.
So like the owners got.
And well, that was a lockout year.
Well, they've only had that was the only first overall pick they've ever had until now.
Yeah.
Was Cam, and now they're gonna take another QB. So both their first overall picks, they've taken QB.
This is their next.
Unless they just throw a curveball and take like Jalen Carter or some shit.
I mean, he ruined himself.
Don't pull the Jaguars when they got Trayvon Walker. We like. Who?
Trayvon Walker, he stepped it up though.
I know it was just like who?
He stepped it up. He stepped it up in the second half of the year.
Jalen Carter's gonna fall though because at his pro day apparently he put on some weight.
He put on 9 pounds. He's definitely been eating his feelings since
Yeah, since that whole situation. Yeah, but he can cut down.
He'll figure it out. The thing is, like, you could say like, oh yeah, I gained weight, whatever. Clearly, like he probably should have shown up better. But like what you see on tape is a guy that's going to be one of the best in the league. Right off the bat.
Yeah.
I agree. He's one of the better interior defensive lineman prospects we've seen in
he reminds me of Quinnen. I'm not I look at the tape, he reminds me of Quinnen.
Quinnen was I think he's better than Quinnen was in the beginning, like when they both came in the league. I think he's better than him. Now obviously Quinnen's one of the best.
Yeah.
It helped having Saleh as your head coach too.
That's a great point. Saleh is a defensive minded head coach. So.
Yeah.
Saleh's my favorite coach since Rex.
Yeah, since Rex.
Woody don't fire
To be fair, we've had some garbage coaches. Fucking
top
Eric. Remember Eric Mangini?
Oh my lord.
We still have the best coach in the division. Don't even.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Man, that's the thing. Like
best coach in the
that
league.
point, like, yeah, sure, he's not making the Belichick's not making the moves that everybody wants him to, like, trading for a big wide receiver, but. I don't know. I always will trust Belichick.
He's never going to change.
He's never going to change. He's not a guy that follows trends. It is kind of concerning when all this talent and firepower is coming into your division, but they'll figure something out. I really like James Robinson coming in. I feel like we're leaning on our run game a little bit. I think we're still going to draft like probably Joey Porter Jr. with our first.
That's what the mock draft have y'all doing.
I would be very happy if we still doubled down and got like Skoronski or some shit from Northwestern, because he's kind of the all-around tackle that we really need.
I mean, James Robinson, we just didn't use him. He kind of got screwed over.
When we signed him, I was like, all right, like, and he played like one game, then we sat him
that was just for night. Yeah,
it was just a cap move, really.
We just brought him in because everyone was panicking that Brees was hurt, and they were comfortable with Knight. They just didn't want to like. Throw Knight in there right away.
Well, if we we have Brees back, we need. I feel like we keep Carter probably.
I don't like Carter as much anymore.
I don't either.
He's not really good at any one thing, and he's really small.
He's a good receiver.
But you can't even put him in on third downs to catch because he can't block.
No.
At least Brees can block a little bit.
Block. Ty Johnson at least can block. That's why he plays third downs, because he can block. I mean, we were linked to Zeke. I would take Zeke.
As a power back on thirds, yeah.
Short yardage and third downs, I would take Zeke.
Yeah.
The Bills.
Out of those landing spots they talked about, like the Bengals.
I think it's going to be the Bengals or the Jets.
Philly would be funny, though.
But I see
it's
Slay.
Marco Murray.
I see Slay trying to pitch on Twitter. I'm like this. You seen what happened last time y'all got Cowboys running back. It didn't end so well for y'all, so don't do that.
That'd be funny, though.
I mean, they got Rashad Penny right now. He's probably going to be their starter as long as he comes back healthy.
I mean,
yeah. That's the thing. I feel like having both of those guys is a liability because they're both injury prone.
Facts.
Yeah.
Rashad's been injured so many damn times.
I mean, I can see the Eagles drafting Bijan.
Nah,
that'd be dangerous.
He's coming to Dallas.
No, he's not.
They're gonna invest.
Bro, you already have Pollard. You don't need him.
He's injured. He ain't coming back to like week 6 or 7. Probably not to like 9 or 10.
What does he have? Why is he out so long?
He just had surgery, bro.
On his knee, right?
Yeah.
Are you kind of relieved that? Not that he got hurt. You don't want to wish that on anybody, but like if you were Jerry, were you thinking like, yes, we can tag him?
I mean,
he's not going to chase the bag anywhere else.
Well, see, when the players get injured, I mean, it does help a lot when it comes to negotiations now.
Yeah.
Because now it's like they're gonna try to use that previous year, but it's like that year is over.
Mm-hmm.
What you doing for me right now? So it's kind of like messed up. Like that's how like Gallup got the contract he did, because he had a good year, injured. Oh, I mean, he had a good year. I mean, we can throw the money his way. And it was like, okay. Then his past year, he came back. I mean, I think he just got to find his footing, and he'll be good. I think Pollard getting hurt, I mean, I don't wish that on nobody at all. Not even on a rival team. But, I mean, it probably did help Jared with the negotiations now, because now when you look at the running back market, I mean, you probably get another, like a third string back, like a no-name third string back, and then probably draft well in the draft, because we normally draft well. So that's why I feel like Bijan Robinson, or it's another running back that I've been keeping my eye on too. I forgot, but we can get him like second round.
Is it Gibbs from Alabama?
Yeah, I would love to get Gibbs.
Yeah.
I would get Gibbs too, because if we don't get Robinson, I mean, if we can get Gibbs, that'd be amazing, because you're just getting another
He's good
Pollard,
change of pace.
Hey, well, I'll bring up again. Austin Eckler is on the trade block.
Yeah, but see, what do the Chargers want for him?
Probably first rounds.
He
had the best season of his career.
He wants to get paid. That's his thing.
See, and that's another thing.
He wants an extension.
Like, I don't think Jerry gonna pay that much.
I don't think the Chargers should. The Chargers better pay that man.
Yeah,
He's their offense.
He's their offense.
Yeah, he really is, because without Eckler, like, I'm gonna be honest, Herbert is not gonna be getting it done by himself.
Herbert's good though.
He's good, but I don't think he's gonna win the game all on the throwing. He needs a running back to get that pressure off.
Well, you just need a bounce. Like the thing is,
you need like a decent running back to help him out.
Justin Jackson ain't gonna do it for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I'm saying because they have the 27th pick. Bijan's could go there.
I mean, they got the pick before us, so like they can leapfrog and get him.
I think Bijan will go late first, early second.
They got the 21st.
Because we got Brees at 35.
They got the 21st, so they can go that route, but they're gonna probably want to build on their defense because their defense was not that good.
Trash. I mean, they had Derwin James, Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, but their linebackers are corners are in. Well, Asante Samuels was decent.
He needs a partner.
He does. He can't do it by himself. And Derwin James kind of needs somebody else out there too. He's a strong safety.
They just lost early.
They did.
He retired.
They did
really early.
Did y'all see,
at like what 26? Right?
Did y'all see the 40 that Smith Najigba?
Yeah, he ran a 4.5.
They were 4.48.
Yeah, it was good for him. For him,
it was good. Like I mean, for 6'1", almost 200 pounds, that's not bad.
That definitely rose.
The last mock I saw, he went to New England.
Nah,
it'd be nice. I feel like he's works well like between the hashes, which is where we normally you run our offense.
They got him going to Tennessee.
Yeah, I could see that happening for sure.
Because they got New England getting Paris Johnson Jr.
I'm very happy about that. If that
y'all get a line.
We need O-line. Like our biggest needs, obviously, corner, O-line, and receiver.
I think y'all gonna get him or Pierce Skoronski.
I mean, I like Broderick Jones better.
The safety, what's his name?
Brian Branch. I love Brian Branch though.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna jump. I don't think they're gonna get him that
early.
Yeah, I mean, they ain't gonna risk it that much because.
I mean, we took Becton at 11 a couple years ago, and he's been out, but he'll be back this year.
He's looking good this year.
He slimmed down.
He was good as a rookie.
He had a good year.
Tore his knee up in training camp.
And then we get Vera Tucker back.
Yep, that's going to be big for you guys.
So if we get Thomas, put him on the right side, put Becton on the left. Because I feel like Becton should be on the left.
You know who I think will get Brian Branch? I think the Eagles going to get him.
They need it now. That's why they lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Oh, my God. The pettiness that man did, boy.
Yeah.
Well, they signed him to a one-year deal, right?
Yeah.
And he outperformed everyone's expectations. Obviously, he was going to get a bag.
Yeah. Wait, question for everybody here. Do y'all think the 1-year deals means a lot though, or helps out a team so they don't pay the big money to play?
Yes, but then but then if they outplay that contract like C.J. Gardner-Johnson did, you're like, well, shit. Now I gotta pay him.
Yeah.
But that's the with the player, like with him, he was like, this is my last chance to prove that I'm worth big bucks.
Yeah.
It's good for like older players, and also like when you put them on that 1 year, you can kind of have all that cap in 1 year. And it really frees up everything for other needs. I mean,
it was like the Matt Ryan situation.
Yeah. That's a perfect example.
Yeah. So what team y'all think is like right now? They just looking bad right now.
Cardinals. I'll say it right off the bat.
Cardinals
are Titans as well.
Titans.
Yeah. But they have an identity. They know what they want to do. The Cardinals are like in purgatory, bro.
Yeah. It's like we don't know what they need to do.
They need everything.
Yeah,
they really need everything.
They going through it. Like Kyler is hurt. You know, you gotta look at the draft. Like, you know, Cardinals fans feel like we should draft this person, but I'm like, y'all need to fuck around.
Whoever they draft will be a good pick.
They need to draft. First, I think they need to draft a defensive end.
Yeah.
They need to get Will Anderson. I think that's what you need to start at. Start getting
build your cornerstone. Defense. Yeah.
Build your defense because. Offensive guys, you can start doing that in free agency. You got, offensively, you still got Hollywood.
He's good.
You know, you still got James Conner.
I like Rondell Moore.
Yeah, you have
They have Connor. Playmakers. They just don't have an identity.
Dortch. Yeah, they don't really have an identity.
Yeah. They don't have a defense at all. Any pick they make on defense is good.
Cardinals are a team that I'm concerned about, as well as I would say maybe the Saints. Just because, I don't really know.
Their cap is so bad.
You know what team I'm very wondering what they're gonna do is be the Packers. I'm very invested in seeing what is gonna happen next with them.
I think they go. I think they ride it out with Jordan Love and they rebuild.
They gotta give him a year. You got him the whole year.
Nah, but you know,
like he was saying before.
You know what? You know why I think if any team having receiver issues, you want to know why I think they're gonna try to be the worst team? Because you know who they want to get that next
Marvin
year.
Harrison Jr.
Yeah. It was executive said it was just like it's like going to a Porsche shop and window shopping, and you just look at this one guy. And you just can't wait till he comes.
The problem is he has so much to live up to because his dad is like an all-time great,
and he might.
No, he is freakishly talented receiver.
He wore an Apple Watch in the game. You know how gangster
ballsy as fuck, bro.
Like that shit probably didn't crack. I'm like, that's a
lot harder to snatch than a chain.
Yeah,
he will.
As Michael Crabtree.
Yeah, I feel like if he.
Sorry,
I feel like wherever he goes. He just makes an immediate impact.
Yeah.
Especially if he goes to like a team with like a decent QB.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be a top 5 pick.
Yeah. We were fucking Jerry say, fuck that shit. We trade everybody for fucking Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm like, yo, Jerry, what the fuck you doing?
He'll be a top 5 pick.
He'll be
top
5. Yeah, I'm like, you guys aren't going to get near him.
Nah. I think the script writers ain't going to let us be that bad.
It could be a team like a team that trades for a pick. You never know. Like, look at the Seahawks. They were good this year. And they're top 5 pick.
You know what team I think he would end up getting picked up to? The fucking Rams.
The Rams.
I can see the Rams.
Speaking of the Rams, did you see that whole situation where the Rams were willing to trade Stafford to us? You didn't see that?
I mean, that's just weird.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Yeah. I didn't read into it all the way. I
don't believe enough into it.
It was before Rodgers, in word guaranteed to come to us. There was some conversations going on that the Rams were willing to put Stafford on the block for a couple of first round picks, and we were gonna be the team that he would go to. Which I don't want. I would rather have Rodgers. It's a little speculatory.
It's
super speculative.
Yeah.
But I just saw it and I was like, they're not gonna give up Stafford.
Diop's been going to the Pats for 2-3 months, but obviously that didn't happen. So
Diop is I really hope he doesn't go to the Bills, man. He's gonna, but I hope he doesn't. The thing is, do the Bills have money to pay him?
Not necessarily. I mean,
because he's still a good receiver.
Yeah,
he's still a top 7 receiver. In the league.
At this point, he's just ring chasing for 1 year. He's going to try and play well, get a ring. If he doesn't, he'll go out next free agency and get his last contract.
I could see a move with the Steelers. I know a lot of people have been talking about OBJ with the Steelers, but I feel like D-Hop would be a guy that would really.
Wait a minute, y'all know what another team I thought about that's not doing so good in free agency? The fucking Ravens.
I mean, I was going to say the Colts.
The Ravens are
yeah.
Well, that's Ravens are in a state of purgatory.
As long
thank
as
God
they
got rid of Nelson Aguilar. That was.
I mean, the Ravens are just sitting there waiting. What's gonna happen?
They have the thing is with Lamar, they're still a contender just because of him.
Yeah. But
because he just changes the game.
He doesn't want to come back. No one's out there willing to pay him. They're just kind of sitting there.
You would be surprised. I would think teams would be lining up to pay this man.
We should be.
Because we were already setting someone who we wanted. We knew that we were getting Rodgers. Even Derek Carr knew it.
I mean, when you have an inventor, you saw that yesterday with that Ken Francis dude, the guy who invented some stupid I don't know, it was this portable gym. They you see everybody post about that, all the insiders are this guy is approaching NFL teams talking about trading. Do not go through with it because there's a fine involved with negotiating with a dude who isn't approved by the NFL.
Oh yes, I did see that. Yeah.
That's the dude. It's one of his it's not his trainer necessarily, but he did an ad with him that was posted shortly after. Great stunt if it's clearly just to sell this one product, but he hasn't done himself any service with not having
he really has.
3 years, $133 million is a great deal, but what is he expecting to live up to? Obviously the Sean, but that was a complete outlier in the market.
We talked about this. We talked about that contract.
Yeah,
it was the Browns were just desperate for an identity. And they're you know what? We'll just pay Watson because he's good.
You guys saw Marquise Goodwin? I didn't mean to cut you off, but how he signed with the Browns today? That's a great signing, I think.
He's freakishly fast.
Very.
But the problem with him is he's not really a good receiver anymore. Like I feel like
he's like a John Ross except with a little more longevity.
And he's a great return guy.
Yeah.
They can use him in the return game.
Could definitely use that.
But what are we talking about? Like with Lamar?
Lamar. Yeah.
Like it's
just hard when you're usually talking to an agent where you can kind of go back and forth and say, this is what we value this guy. Where do you see it? You're talking directly to Lamar saying, this is what we see as your value. And he's like, no, I'm a former MVP. I'm worth the Deshaun probably bigger.
He probably is, though. Like, that's pretty real.
I mean, he is. It's the fully guaranteed money that no one wants to put out because he could blow out his knee one day.
That's the problem.
And not be the same guy.
So many injury prone.
Most of his injuries are in the pocket, though, which is kind of interesting.
But yeah. That knee injury he got this year.
Their O-line has not been the same, though, since Marshall Yanda retired.
They got Lindenbaum, right? He was a rookie. He was all right. They just need another guard. Like Yanda's one of the best of all time.
Yeah, they need another guard for sure.
Yanda's one of the best of all time.
They just lost a guard to Denver this year. Powers was his name, I think. Yeah.
They need to get themselves. If I'm the Ravens, I'm taking an O guard in the draft.
Yes.
I mean, I'd probably take Skoronski because he could play guard and tackle.
Yeah.
They don't really need anything else.
Yeah.
They might
their defense is, I think, set.
They could use some receivers, maybe.
That's why I wouldn't completely count them out because they need receivers like Nelson Aguilar. That was one of the worst signings the Pats have made. But I mean, as long as they have the defensive pieces, they're very similar to the Patriots in that regard because they both run similar philosophies. We were just a lot more successful at it for a long time, but it's probably gonna end in
the Ravens, man. I don't know what they need to do, but they just need to pay that man. Pay him. Don't put him on don't put him on a franchise tag. Like he was already on. Didn't they already tag him last year?
Yeah.
And then now he's tagged again. Like, come on, bro, just pay him. Like, what are you gonna do?
Play
Tyler Huntley?
They're going because
Pro Bowl quarterback.
They see how everything else is going in the AFC. They're going to pay him. They just need to find the exact number that works. It's just I don't know. I feel like Lamar has not done a good job of at least transparency. But that's up most players though. They're not going to.
But as Lamar, I'd feel disrespected by the organization a little bit because he's the best player they've had in years.
Especially when they
Ray Lewis
gave the bank to Roquan Smith, who had a stupid contract for a linebacker who plays usually.
He's good, but he's not Lamar.
He's a great player, but that is a crazy move to make when there's already this pending.
Yeah, so him seeing that, he's probably like, wow, fuck me, I guess, right? That's probably what he's thinking.
Don't get me wrong, that did revamp the team the second half of the year.
Oh, absolutely.
To have him.
He's a different.
It's not Lamar Jackson.
No, it's not. Nobody.
It's not the most important position on the field.
Not your most important position. Your most important player. You're the player that brings in all the ticket sales for you. The guy that can bring in guys.
Yeah.
People want to play with Lamar. You just have to pay him. So what's the issue here, Ravens? Get going.
We don't know, man. But enough about the NFL though. Cause we can talk about NFL all day, but we gotta talk about last night games. Cause let me tell you,
Tom Izzo who? I'm kidding.
It's only funny because we was at Sports Buzz and Tom and Pat the entire time glued to the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn to do analyst. Oh wait, all right. I answer questions.
Would totally.
Hey Tom, what's the update? Or Pat, what's the update? It was like, yo, these guys, D Block glued to the screen.
Oh yeah, man.
I was like, yo, where's
we went? Yeah, because we watched. It was just back and forth the whole game.
It was a great game. It was a good game. And then UCLA, of course, blowing fucking leads.
I mean, I want to talk a little more about that Kansas City game because Marquise Noel is a problem. 19 assists.
Too bad he's only 5'8", dude.
He ain't going nowhere in the league.
If he was 6'2", he would be the top prospect for sure.
Yeah, but the way that he finds a way to score at 5'8" is impressive. And not only that, his playmaking is enough to give them something to work with.
They were picked last too.
I know.
So
12 in the preseason polls.
So looking at the box score, we're gonna go with Johnson, 22 points, 6 rebounds.
That lob was a play of the tournament so far
assist.
for me. That was unbelievable.
Noel, 20 points, 5 steals,
19
assists.
Tournament record, by the way.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
He was making some passes. I was just like, yo, this is like unbelievable. Like, he would just like cut open in the middle and just like one hand fire it in. Johnson's down there, or Masood is down there, and he was setting up his teammates for 3.
He's very aggressive driving in the paint because like
he's fearless.
Yeah, he's fearless, and obviously it's going to open up everything.
He's like Roberts from FDU.
But you want to know what's so crazy? I gotta give credit for both teams because both teams I did not think.
MSU Walker for MSU is a problem.
Joey Hauser was lighting it up from 3.
And Hogarth had 25.
I did not
going good
think
too.
Michigan State was going to be like this in the tournament.
Yeah, but Tom Izzo is the reason why he's such a good
They're
coach.
playing such strong defense. Like they run like the amoeba, like 1-3-1 look. It's been very successful.
I feel bad for Hogarth because that one play is gonna like ruin it for him. That game he had because he was the one that got cut on by Johnson.
Yeah,
because Johnson was here. He's like kind of not paying attention because Noel was talking to
Tang and they're all
Tang. Yeah, and he just throws it up. Like Hogarth got baited by it.
Do we agree that was planned or not?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
it was planned for sure.
Because like you see how Tang like turned around and
Noel
was just like
he was smirking too, like he knows like there's some
like the backdoor cut. It was just perfect.
It was perfect.
Keontae with the back. It was such a good play. And me and Pat went fucking crazy when we saw that shit happen.
Then the other games that was played, FAU.
Surprised they were surprised the tournament for me. I thought they were gonna lose to Memphis, bro.
I'm loving FAU right now.
I don't know what it is, man. There's always one team, and it's FAU.
They find the win. They find the way to win.
It's because like with like Dusty May, like what I was reading about is just like he really loves to rotate his players like hockey style. Like usually like most college basketball teams and even NBA, like some NBA teams, like they'll have like their 6th or 7th man. Like he likes to rotate like 9 guys consistently. Like because they don't have like crazy size, but they're always fresh, so they can always play up to the talent.
Yes, they can. And John L. Davis is a hustler for them. He gets offensive boards and he's like 6'4". I'm like, bro, this guy is a problem for them.
They really showed up.
And Tennessee is the best defensive team in the entire NCAA this year.
Yeah,
they were.
They've been dominating the post.
Yeah, they were playing good defense in the first half. I don't know what happened in the second half.
Yeah, dude, FAU 22 points in the first, 40 in the second half.
Like, 40 in the second half. Just completely turned it around.
Nah, but then I mean, of course, y'all two gotta give it up for yourselves. UConn just showing out dumb.
Bro, they look like the best team in the tournament right now.
Oh snap!
Like I'm not gonna lie to you.
I didn't want to say it. Like, their defense is at the moment.
Bro.
I would say the best defense I've seen so far in this whole tournament.
Oh,
this team's giving me 2011 vibes. Like I'm sorry.
Wow,
but they are
2011 vibes. That's a big fucking deal.
Bro, they're blowing everyone out.
That's
bro.
a big ass.
That's a big ass deal right there.
They get the best big man in the tournament.
If we beat Gonzaga, we shouldn't have an issue. We shouldn't have an issue with K-State or FAU. I don't think we have an issue with either of those.
Because of the size.
Yeah. And then we play probably Bama. I don't think Bama loses. I think they go to the final. So we play Bama in the final. That'd be a hell of a game. We beat them earlier in the year, but obviously Bama's gotten a lot better. So
I mean, Sonogo's gonna get his 20 and 10.
Sonogo's a fucking.
This is gonna happen. Yeah. This entire UConn team is predicated on Jordan Hawkins.
Yeah, if Hawkins can hit his shots,
we're hot, dude. His shot creating is ridiculous. I generally see him as like an NBA level prospect right now.
Yeah, what happened to James Bouknight, bro?
Exactly.
He sucked in the NBA.
Oh my fucking god!
11th pick, bro.
They was hyping him up. I was like,
I never saw it. I never saw it.
At UConn, he did not have a shot. At UConn, he could get to the rim like crazy.
Yeah, but to being a lottery pick in the league,
he should have stayed in school.
I never thought it. I never saw it.
The hype, man.
I thought he should have stayed for another year and fixed his shot because his shot.
And that's why he failed in the league.
He's
young.
Okay, he's still young. But like,
He's in the G League now.
The organization he went to as well does not.
Charlotte.
They cannot develop people.
Charlotte is a poverty franchise, bro.
But then y'all gotta go against that Drew Timmy, one of the oldest guys. Timmy Turner.
Well, UCLA, it should have been UCLA. They choked that game away.
Oh my god.
Jaquez and Timmy were going at it all game. Jaquez looked great. Timmy was fucking Timmy.
Mari Bailey was
and
good.
Then Mari Bailey was really good.
They just got a lot less aggressive. Like they should have finished that.
Yeah, they really slowed down.
There was a couple times I brought this up to you before, the first half, there was this rebound, Hawkins was tipping it, and Timmy didn't even leave his toes. He was kind of getting a little hesitant, a little passive with it. The second half, it was completely shift. They was chasing it out of bounds, and nobody was chasing after it.
Because Mark Few was probably giving it to him in the locker room. What the fuck are y'all doing?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This is not how we play.
Crazy Mick Cronin.
Yeah.
UCLA side.
Nah, but today though, it's gonna be some pretty good fucking games.
Nah, yeah, we got some.
You got Alabama versus San Diego State at 6.
I'm sorry, Bama blows them out, bro.
We have after
San Diego
that.
State have one of the best defenses in the country though.
Yeah, but it's Bama.
7:15. We have Houston versus Miami.
I low key think Miami can win that game.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell y'all why I think Houston might lose because Mattress Mac put $35 million on them.
Of course he did.
I was like, yeah, they about to lose because every time you put money on any team from Texas, we're gonna.
Well, he did put money on the Ash.
Sasser playing tonight?
Yes,
but he's not
he's not 100%. He hasn't been 100% the whole tournament.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, he put money on the Cowboys. I was like, yeah,
He put money on the Astros and they won. So, and that
was
the biggest payout.
That was the Astros.
The Astros are different.
The Astros is different, but Miami. Then at 9 o'clock we got Creighton versus Princeton. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
On paper, Creighton should win that game, but Princeton's
been
out.
But I think Princeton might be.
They can make some noise.
Yeah. If Princeton go to the Elite 8, I swear to God, that recruiting. That head coach gotta get a job.
Bro, the memes of Princeton is so funny. They're because the guy was like, oh, they're all finance majors. They got to get back to work next week. And I'm like, bro, they're still in the tournament.
I saw a TikTok of the Princeton guys. They do them calc.
Yeah, I saw that in the locker room. They were doing calculus, bro, in the hotel before the Sweet 16.
That shit's
crazy.
It's only funny because you just look at that shit
IQ basketball.
Like this. Well, what we can say, man. Ivy League basketball is always.
Bro, every time the Ivy League always makes some noise. Remember Harvard? They beat.
You know what? This is not the first time Princeton made some noise. Actually,
no, it's not. Harvard made some noise. Who they beat a couple years ago? They were a low seed. They beat somebody. Was it Duke? No.
No.
Harvard made some noise in the tournament. Over the past few years, they really haven't made too much noise in the Ivy League. Yale was in it last year. They gave who did they play? They gave whoever they played some problems, but it wasn't enough to win. But Princeton's got some shooters, man. Creighton's got to be careful because if Princeton gets warm from 3, it's over.
This is when they.
I know Harvard beat someone. They were a 14 seed.
They beat New Mexico.
New Mexico was a 3?
Yep.
What the fuck? Who was on New Mexico?
Yeah, because Steve Alford was their coach.
I will say, going back to SCSU though, this is the best team they've had since Kawhi was there.
They had Tony Snell. Sure. Ew. They had Tony Snell on that team.
He's a pro.
He's a pro, yeah.
Did he play for the Knicks too?
Tony Snell is one of the most unique NBA players ever because he had a game where he had 0 points and then he had a game where he was 8 for 8 from the field. Makes no sense.
Matter of fact, no, it was back-to-back years because then 2014 they beat Cincinnati. And Cincinnati
I was gonna say Harvard made some noise
that
in the
year.
tournament.
Who was on that team that year for?
What year?
Troy Copain was probably on that team.
Was good. Gary
Justin
Clark.
Jackson.
Troy Copain was a bucket in the tournament.
Troy Copain and Gary Clark at that pick and roll on UConn pissed me off so much.
Bro, I will never forget Jalen Adams' shot.
Oh my god.
That was one of the best buzzer beaters I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Fucking 3/4 court, just heaves
What
it
happened
up.
to that poor guy?
He's
He's just in Europe somewhere, probably.
He was not that good. He wasn't,
but still loved him.
I mean, and then we got one more game, Xavier versus Texas. That's probably gonna be the best game of the night. I think
that's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Xavier has a chance.
I think Xavier
they can make some
noise.
They almost lost first round and now they're in the Sweet 16. So they turned that around. Texas is a tough team though. They're gonna have to be on their game, especially on the defensive end, which they haven't been this tournament.
Hey, I low key love how my Midwest and West region has been like low key been perfect.
Yeah, in the West,
the wins like so far, like my rest, I got these guys in the Elite Eight. UConn versus Gonzaga.
Yeah, I'm in the 96th percentile. It's probably gonna change.
Yeah, my shit's ass on the men's because you know what's so sad? I haven't really watched a lot of men's games this past year.
Yeah, it's because you've been working Sacred Heart women's games and they've been dominating.
And you know what's so crazy? My
shout out to them. They've had a major turnaround.
Yeah, fuck that. Give them they fucking flowers. I need to be here for their band tonight. So make that fucking date happen, all right? I'm gonna get mad aggressive about it.
Yeah, that was
but no,
I don't condone. I'm not on whatever you're saying.
No.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Nah, I need to get they need to have like a special presentation before their home game.
Oh, you speaking of the women,
aren't they having something?
They're playing right now.
Yeah, LSU versus Utah. I knew that game was gonna be good though. The Miami versus Villanova. Oh, your basketball crushes won.
Cavender twins again. Again.
I want them to play against LSU if LSU.
They won again. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
But how did they do?
Not good. 7 points on 3 for 8 shooting for Haley, and then Hannah 2 points in 8 minutes. Yikes. Yeah, not very good.
Nah.
That was today. Yeah, that was today. Villanova, man.
Iowa though.
Iowa, yeah, they're playing tonight, right?
Yeah, 7:30.
Best player in college basketball.
Yeah, Caitlin Clark. Almost 27 points a game. 7
for
rebounds.
3 years in a row.
Yo, like I ain't gonna lie though. Yo, this shit gonna be interesting. I want to see how they do.
Who? Iowa?
Yeah, I want to see if they gonna really make.
They could make a run. The only problem is South Carolina is just so good.
They're a better team. I was just got that one.
They got the best dressed coach in my opinion. Dawn Stanley. She great.
Oh, UConn plays OSU tomorrow. Okay. When does South Carolina play?
I think they play tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, they play tomorrow against UCLA.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good game.
They're gonna win.
Yeah.
Oh man.
If they lose, I'd be surprised.
But tonight might be a clinching night for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yep.
Didn't they already clinch?
Well, if they win tonight, or a Golden State loss, a Lakers loss, or the Phoenix loss.
No, I think they already.
I think heating up too.
I think they already clinched.
Y'all see how John Morant come back.
He came off the bench.
That was weird.
He had 17 points.
But they was showing him love.
I mean, while he was out though, they literally were like 6-1.
Your Bucks big game against the Nuggets tonight too, right?
I'm not a Bucks fan.
Oh,
You've been talking about the Bucks for like a couple episodes now.
Oh yeah, no, I think they're gonna win the championship. No one's stopping Giannis, bro.
Yeah, that's true. No one.
They play Denver tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be.
No, they clinched their division though.
Grizz.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're probably gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, they're gonna make the playoffs. Yeah. It's just a
Hey,
matter
I'm
of
gonna be
time.
honest. This 7 through 12 is gonna be a real tough battle right now. These next couple.
4
days.
through 12.
Yeah.
I know.
Is it really 4 through 12?
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Cause
I'm gonna say 6 through 12. Well, maybe 5 through 12. I think the Suns can still escape away and secure their 4th seed. The Clippers and Warriors, they on the iffy because
Clips aren't gonna win shit without Paul George.
Yeah, the Clips start losing, the Timberwolves jump up, and then it's like
Timberwolves are fully healthy now. So
yeah,
so the Timberwolves gonna try to win a lot more games.
McDaniels is really coming on.
Yeah, McDaniels has been really, really good.
Mavs is gonna fuck around and still be productive.
Did you see the thing with the Mavs? They're protesting their last game.
Yeah.
Dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Wow.
If they took like an extra 20, like the refs and then like took an extra 20 seconds, that whole thing could have been avoided. That was just like the biggest brain fart I've seen in a long time in pro basketball.
In your opinion, do y'all think the Lakers is really gonna make the play-in game?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I would love to see the Thunder in the playoffs, though.
I mean, I just rather New Orleans fall out. I'm perfectly happy with New Orleans
I think
dropping.
the Lakers play the Thunder.
I think the Lakers
tomorrow.
move up.
I think the Pelicans is gonna fall out. I think if the Lakers got what's the Lakers schedule looking like for the next couple weeks?
The Lakers, they have a chance to make the 6th seed.
OKC.
Okay, so they have to beat OKC.
OKC,
Chicago twice.
Bulls, Timberwolves, Rockets, Jazz, Clippers, Suns, Jazz.
So
that's
they can't. Well,
winnable.
It's winnable, but it all starts with tonight at 10.
This game tonight is huge.
Because if they lose to OKC, they gotta win the Chicago series.
They gotta win both of those games.
Because if they lose any of them, it's like, they.
The thing with the Bulls is like they've been playing better recently.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like
they beat the 76ers.
You might say it might be a winnable, games, but it's like,
we already talked.
We already talked about it.
Yeah. Oh, what happened?
No, I just saw something. It's like, the Cincinnati Bengals are looming to be the top contender for Zeke.
Because like the whole mixing thing fucked up,
and they also Samaje Perine is now with the Broncos, I believe. So
they fucking fumbled that.
They did.
I know Dwayne. I told Dwayne, but you know what? I need to be taken down. I predicted that Zeke. I told fucking Dwayne that the fucking Bengals was gonna get Zeke, and he was like, "No, we good on Zeke." I'm like, "Y'all gonna get Zeke." Fucking told him.
Well, you can't call yourself taking on this yet because it didn't happen.
Once it happens, you can.
If it did,
if it happens, you can.
Watch him completely 180 and go to like the Cardinals or something.
Yeah, if you go to the fucking Cardinals, I'm like this. I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh.
I would just laugh. I'd be like,
I'm like, I definitely told Ryan. I mean, y'all could get Zeke.
As a joke.
That's a joke, but
just to like stress him out.
He be stressed out about life.
All right, can we talk? Wait, let's transit back to NBA. Let's talk about the Knicks.
Knicks.
All right,
what the hell happened last night?
We're on a 3-game losing streak. I had my Torian Prince rant. That's over.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, it was a picture of like fucking Julius Randle.
Julius Randle needs
and
to
fucking hit quickly.
He just needs to like chill the fuck out because he was getting all like heated last night and he let it impact his game when he loses the Magic of all teams.
Yeah, y'all can say what y'all want, man.
Julius
the Magic is gonna build something nice.
Next year is gonna be big.
Yeah, next year is gonna be their year for them.
I personally think for the Magic that they need to start Cole Anthony. I don't know why Markelle Fultz is starting over him.
Yeah,
Markelle. No disrespect to Markelle, he's not a bucket. He's not a bucket.
Can we talk about that Okoro play last night? Like that was nuts.
Oh, the corner 3.
That was crazy.
That
0.7 seconds, bro.
That's like the first good thing he's done in a catch.
Yeah, no, we had.
There was a play like that.
Yes, Dwayne.
Night.
Okoro is not good.
Yeah, we did this already.
That's the first thing he's ever done in a Cavs uniform. That would be the only thing he does. He's not good. I will die on that hill.
6 points a game.
Bro, how many points did he end up with? Let's 11. 11 points. Wow, is that a career high?
I wouldn't even doubt it. Poor guy.
6 points a game.
Yuck.
How many? What's his shooting splits? He's been in the league for 3 years. Shooting 49% from the field. That's not bad. 36% from 3, but he only shoots 2 a game. To be fair for Okoro, like he's not really. He only plays like 20 minutes a game.
He's just an athletic wing,
and he's not a part of their offense. Really,
plays defense. What he does.
They have literally every person in their starting 5 is more a part of the offense than Okoro. Yeah. Garland, Mitchell, and both bigs. Mobley is starting to. If Mobley like if he had his own team, he'd probably average like 20 and 10.
Yeah,
like dead ass. He's a stud. He
Very
could drop.
Underrated.
He's like the 4th option on that team, bro. I would even put it behind LeVert.
Him and Scotty Barnes, like the 2 front court guys who I wish got more of the ball.
Well, look at Mikal Bridges, bro. When he got his own team, he's been averaging 25. 25 a game for Mikal.
I mean, I called him little baby Durant. I called that a hot take.
That's very, very steaming.
Nah, that was a huge hot take.
I'm holding myself.
Bro, I'll say it again. Mikal last night, 32 points.
Yeah.
He's averaging. He's at. Hold on. Let's see. Since he's joined Brooklyn, 18 games with Brooklyn, 25 a game, on 49% from the field. 39% from 3, 90% from the line.
Yo, what the fuck is good with Ben Simmons, man?
He's not playing again. Well, because Jock Vaughn said he took him out of the rotation, basically. And then, like, he doesn't impact the game anymore. I don't know what.
I forgot he even came back this year because I feel like he hasn't really.
He's done nothing.
He's the literal epitome of like a mental block.
Nah, he just got that bitch assness in him.
Well,
like,
Ben Simmons was an all-star for 3 years.
He was so good on Philly. Like, he never did shoot, but, like, no one expected him to.
He didn't need to. And then once people started to be like, oh, you suck at shooting, got in his head.
He's literally so deep in his own head, he won't take dunks and layups. Like,
that one play defined his whole career.
It really has, unfortunately. But the thing is, he's still young, but he's still got time.
It's just who's going to give him
I'm hoping
chances.
next year is going to be a good year for him.
He needs like a 76ers type of situation. You need a good big man. You need to be able to have the ball in your hands and pass to that big man. Like, look at James Harden. He's averaging 11 assists a game.
I'll pose it to the question you said. Ben Simmons, go to Orlando and be the point guard.
Nah.
I mean, dude, they're so bad. Like, who the hell cares?
Put him on the Rockets.
Okay.
Oh, look at the kids going to
4K.
Look at that.
That's not even 4K.
No, that's how they looking like they're going to
the,
formal.
That's not 4K.
No,
nah, they look at the young kids going
that's
to
not 4K.
formal. That's all I'm pointing out.
We'll get you.
No, Ben Simmons needs to go.
No, you almost had me earlier, but you didn't peep it, though.
It'll be on tape.
It's going to be on tape.
It's the film. It's on film.
Run it back.
Run it back.
Eye in the sky, don't lie.
There's one episode.
Ben Simmons just needs a different situation, I feel like. The Nets just don't really work for anybody.
He just needs that small market where he's not going to be as publicly spotlight and ridiculed.
Like the Magic.
Why not?
Put him on the Magic.
Give him to Portland, bro.
Yeah. Portland. We were listening to Through the Wire before the podcast, and they were talking about Portland and how
just sit Dame for the rest of the season because ain't no point.
Well, they're saying is Dame chasing a bag because he got that 4-year, $196 million contract with the Blazers. I don't think he's chasing a bag because he could have got that anywhere. He's gonna get paid.
Nobody's not making moves.
I mean,
they're not making moves around him.
They haven't been. They never did.
Anthony Simons was good when he was out, and then when he came back, he took a step back, like severe.
Never had a decent big.
Nurkic is ass.
Nurkic is so bad.
Fucking dumpster juice.
LaMarcus Aldridge is a great player, man.
He is.
Yeah,
he is.
Him and Dame together.
I miss LaMarcus.
LaMarcus Aldridge is what, 40 now?
Wait, how long ago was it that the Trailblazers made the Western Conference Finals? I feel like that was like 2-3 years ago.
Wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't that long.
They had CJ.
It was in the. I think it was in the bubble.
No, it was a year before.
No. It was 2019.
I remember there was some home game.
Yeah, it was 2019, I believe.
That was when he hit the shot over Paul George.
Yeah.
It was a bad shot though, right? Well, Dame actually went on a podcast and he was talking about it.
Can people stop calling Paul George playoff P? Because like he don't ever.
It's pandemic P.
Yeah,
pandemic
stop,
P.
man. I hope we get better though. But like, can the people stop calling playoff P? Because that used to be annoying.
Bro, when he was on the Thunder, he was an MVP candidate.
Man, when he was with the Pacers, it was different.
Before the injury. Pre-injury, Paul George was going to be a problem.
Paul George gets overhated in my eyes.
That's when we had Lance.
So does Russ.
Below and LeBron's here. I'm like, come
Lance.
on,
who's the new Lance? I mean, it's Dylan Brooks. Yeah.
I was gonna say it's Dylan Brooks. He's a fucking trash.
Yo, his outfits was trash.
Everything about the guy is trash.
Like I don't get how you talk shit. You never won a ring.
No, but
bro, it's crazy that he's talking shit to the Warriors.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Of all the teams,
the Warriors are the best team in the last decade.
He's trying to be the villain.
And the Warriors, I respect the hell out of the Warriors because they built purely off the draft, except for KD.
They were a strong team before that.
Did y'all see Clay with the count in the rings?
That was amazing.
Yes. Don't disrespect Klay Thompson, bro. He dropped 60 points 3 quarters.
No, because if the Grizzlies don't win shit while you're there, then it's like you just look like a.
I don't think they will.
That you just look like a dumbass.
But if you're Dylan Brooks, why are you disrespecting Klay Thompson? No, a man that dropped more points in a quarter than you'll drop in your fucking life.
For the clout, bro. He's clout.
Has Dylan Brooks ever dropped 37 points in a game?
No,
much less a quarter.
What the fuck is going on? We've seen a lot of women.
It's prom, dude.
Bro, I mean,
why does it matter?
Oh, sorry. No,
he's so confused.
He's like, oh, female.
No, this got confused.
Yeah. These girls are like half your age.
Yeah, yo,
come on.
Plus, they already got dates.
Let's not get that narrative.
See,
now we gotta cut this shit out now.
Pass the rock.
Now this shit gonna get edited out. Like, just know that.
They'll be 45 one day.
They're waving
45.
They waving at you.
Oh, okay.
Years old. Y'all gotta relax.
I know.
Y'all have to
you
relax.
missed it. They were waving at you. They were like,
No,
yo,
they
come.
not. No, they weren't. Stop the cap.
Go look at the film. I waved back to them.
That shit's
Run it back.
Run it back.
Really,
Nah,
Chris,
but-
talk some
Anyway,
Cowboys.
Ben Simmons sucks.
Yeah. Fucking trash. But
Dylan Brooks is an idiot.
Nothing
talking
new.
shit to the
Nothing
Warriors.
new.
But I ain't gonna lie though, when the NBA playoffs start, I definitely want to give Valente up this shit.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
he's a
he
Kings
needs it.
fan. Big time.
Yeah,
Big
I remember
time
talking
Kings
about
fan.
that.
I
think they're
fucking
still gonna
Kings.
stay strong, like going into
They're
it.
good, yeah.
A lot of people are not
De'Aaron
respecting.
Fox, though?
They're getting their respect. Yeah, he's
Fucking monster.
Sabonis.
I didn't realize
Sabonis,
Sabonis
too?
is 7 feet tall. I never realized that because he doesn't look like.
Yo, fuck what
like
y'all
a
talking
giant.
about.
He rivals Jokic for
He's
best
the
big
clo-
man
Bro,
passer.
I
He's the
need to find that
closest.
tweet. He's close to
He's the
like putting
closest.
up some like Wilt numbers of like 20, averaging like over 20 points, 10 plus rebounds, like 5 assists, something like that. Like he's
Jokic is
closest to getting that of all time.
Jokic is at 25, 10, and 9 right now on the year, and he's not even the favorite to win MVP because Joel Embiid's averaging 33.
He's nursing a
10,
calf
and
injury
5.
too. Do you think that's gonna have any sort of impact down the
Embiid?
stretch? Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on how many games he misses. Just because he had the other night he only played like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
He's playing in the game just so that he can win MVP. Because if he doesn't play in the game, they're gonna have an excuse because they're like, oh, you missed 10 games, you're not winning MVP. That's how it works. With Jokic has missed he hasn't missed very many games. That's the one thing. Neither has Embiid.
I mean,
But
he just throws his body around.
I
so
said it
much.
yesterday. We had a question on Sports Buzz. Who is MVP, Jokic or Embiid? And I
Right,
said
right now on the leaderboard,
sure.
they have Embiid.
yes.
He's
Right
the
now.
favorite.
He's a favorite
I
just
don't know.
because of
But
voter fatigue.
because
Yeah.
statistically he's really like looking good.
So is Jokic though.
Yeah, it's really tough. It's like
And so
tough
is
every
Giannis.
year.
Those three guys. Any other season, they're
It's
winning
really
MVP.
tough.
If you put Giannis's performance this season back in 2008 or 2008,
They'd all
he's winning
be
MVP.
crying. how good he is.
Yo, off topic. Did y'all know that Tom Brady getting interest in want to own the Las Vegas
Yeah,
Aces?
yeah.
I was like this. I'm like, okay, look at
Money moves.
Tom.
Money moves.
Tom trying to be an owner, man.
I mean, he's got nothing else to
Next
do.
chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's finally. I think he's
kidding, bro.
Finally
done.
Yeah.
My dad was like, "No, he's coming back." Like,
Nah,
I'm like,
nah.
"No,
He's not coming
I'm like,
back.
He literally just said that he bought his daughter a kitten, and he said that he did not have time to do anything.
Somebody
I
cue
respect
the
the hell out of it. It's about
Titanic.
Hell
time.
yeah.
Somebody cue the Titanic music and talk about Tom Brady right quick.
Tom Brady is the greatest player of all time.
Yeah.
I hate to say it,
It's painful,
but
but
he is.
yeah, it is.
He
Is that
shit on us
supposed to
for
make me feel like, oh my god, the Jets fans are disrespectful?
Oh no,
Like,
it's just
no,
reality.
It's
It
just
is, it
reality.
is.
Yeah.
Just reality.
Like I'm like people that say he's not the best
Like,
are just delusional.
I
I have some amazing.
Well,
memories. No
you-
matter what happens next.
Well,
I'll
you have a
always
lot of
great
haters.
I mean,
Pat fans for 20 years were the best team in the league for 20
I'm
years.
you
a
have a lot of
spoiled
haters.
brat because
Oh,
of
you
that.
are.
I have a
like
friend
I
who's
feel
a
like that was the
Celtic
best.
hater.
All
and worst
Pats
thing that
fans are
happened
like,
to me.
we went 8-8, we suck, and I'm like, if we went 8-8, I'd be fucking ecstatic.
No, I have a Pats fan who's my friend. I called him like he's a Celtics fan. He's all these good teams. They complaining. I'm like, you were a spoiled fucking brat.
Yeah, no,
Shut up.
no.
Yeah, we've had one season that would rival the Pats.
What I would
season.
kid. What I
when
would
we
do
won the
for a
AFC, when we went to the
Super
AFC
Bowl.
2011.
Championship. When we beat you guys to go to the AFC
Yeah,
Championship.
but that's
No,
That's the
Hey, but did you win
one.
it though? But did you win it?
No, we didn't fucking win it because
Dustin Payton and Ben.
we lost to two of the best quarterbacks
Shout
ever.
out to
So.
Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez.
No,
no.
Not shout out to Mark Sanchez. Not shout out to Mark Sanchez.
Shout out to Mark Sanchez, man. He gave him. He gave you
He didn't do
everything.
anything.
Gave y'all
He
everything.
gave you everything.
He's like, hey,
He
fuck,
handed
Hold
the
on.
ball off.
Hold on.
first of all, fuck what y'all talking
My
about.
buddy was at the
Y'all
Butt
gonna
Fumble
respect
game, bro.
Mark
He's an Eagles
Sanchez
fan. I was
for
so
fucking
pissed.
giving y'all
No.
2 times y'all made it to
Hold
the
on,
AFC
hold on.
Championship. It doesn't fucking matter. He gave y'all 2 times y'all went to AFC
He
Championship.
hopped on
quarterback.
Revis. He hopped on Revis.
It
back and
doesn't
he said,
fucking
"Run
matter.
for me."
He was the quarterback. All
That
he had to do was
defense was
facilitate.
loaded, bro.
He hopped on Revis.
All he had to do
and-
was facilitate the game.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That defense was fucking
That
loaded.
All he had to do was facilitate the game.
Rex
That's all he had to
Ryan.
do.
He didn't even
Incredible
do that.
coach.
He had more picks than touchdowns. He's like, here, Thomas Jones, LT.
All
do
I gotta
some
say
work.
is that when the last time y'all made it to the AFC Championship?
Bro, Mark
Then.
Sanchez is a career 56% completion percentage.
But when the
That's
last
horrible.
But when the last time
50%.
But when the last time y'all made it to
give a
the
fuck.
AFC championship game? Who was our
2011.
QB?
I don't care who our quarterback
It doesn't
was.
fucking matter.
We could have
It doesn't
put
fucking matter.
Brock Purdy.
It doesn't fucking
It
matter.
would have been a Brock Purdy situation. Put Brock Purdy in the same situation.
Drew Lock would have
He's so
Drew
bad.
Lock would have
I
taken
hate
you guys to the Super Bowl.
I love this show.
That's a complete BS call.
Cause y'all know y'all do shit to me if it was about the Cowboys.
Fuck yeah, he would. Dak is ass. I'm kidding. He's not.
Dak is not.
He's the second best quarterback in the NFC right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, because all the good quarterbacks in the
relax.
AFC.
Yeah.
Fucking relax, okay? Y'all about to go.
Who's better? Who's better, Kirk Cousins or Dak Prescott? Kirk Cousins.
Dak Prescott.
Kirk Cousins.
Fucking Kirk Cousins choke every fucking prime time.
So does Dak
Kirk
Prescott.
Cousins is the third best NFC quarterback. That's
Yeah.
how
Kirk Cousins
tough
is
it
the
is.
third best.
Who's number one?
Yeah, you like
Jalen
that.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, yeah.
I'm gonna admit that Jalen Hurts is better.
He is the best.
Kirk Cousins is better than Dak Prescott.
I think that team's gonna have a big
I'm just
regression,
stirring the
though.
pot. I know it's not true.
Am I just saying that because I'm a Pats fan that the Eagles are gonna have like a serious regression this year, losing
No,
both,
I think it's
losing
true.
both,
I think
losing
because
both coordinators,
I think
9 of
they're
their
gonna have
like
the
best
hangover
players.
year. I think
They lost
this
7
year.
defensive starters.
Well, I think
Yeah.
this year is going to be an interesting year for them because it's not going to be like, oh, they're going back to the
It's
Super
not a
Bowl.
walk in the park.
It's going to be like a couple games where it's like,
They're gonna look like they
not
were like 2 years
closing.
ago, but better.
It's
A
like the
little bit
games
better.
where you
They'll
supposed
beat
to
teams
close
over
out
500.
games. They're not going to close them. It's going to be like the door that's still open. It's like, guys.
That's the problem. Y'all need
No,
to fucking
but,
get
like,
your
it's
There's
opportunity.
like everybody's like swarming
Why
in.
you keep laughing at
I
me?
feel like 20 people
Wait,
came in like
I'm not
5
even looking
minutes.
at that
Yeah.
direction. Like, I'm looking at Tom, and then you see
You were
somebody
not
waving.
looking at me, bro.
Yo, what y'all not gonna do is put me out there. Like I did not see some girl just look over and smile and wave. Like, what the fuck? Like,
There's like 20 people that just like came in out of nowhere. I was like, oh,
yeah, it really was like a shitload of people. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't know.
know,
I
I
saw
know.
people in like white shirts.
No, I get it.
earlier.
I get it.
thought
Yeah,
was
it was
one of
nice.
those things.
I get it.
I-
4K.
One of these days, we're gonna switch seats one day, and I want y'all to sit where I'm at so y'all can see what the fuck I go
Okay.
I'm taking even harder looks.
through.
What do you mean? My neck is turning even harder than you to look over.
I'm in the air like this. Oh.
I had to go like this
Yeah.
to even look.
Yeah, facts.
So like, I'm not gonna
oh
do
wait,
that.
that girl
His
looked
would be-
over here. Hold on.
His would be brutally
Oh,
obvious.
No, you're gonna have to cut that.
Nah, we ain't cutting that. They look in the podcast room. See, she raving. Hey, you
That
got
girl's
some
tall
views.
as hell.
She is tall. They make me
So
feel
rude.
short.
You have a
Oh
comment.
shit.
Fucking
Hey,
Christ, yo.
Hey, baby girl, how you doing? But anyway,
Yo, you're calling
got nice shoes.
This ain't even 4K.
She's got
This
nice
is
shoes.
8K ultra wide HD, bro.
just know it's gonna be somebody gonna clip this. Like, look.
When's
at
This is
When does
8K
become the-
ultra wide K.
Thought Aces podcast. Bro.
Yo, don't.
It's been the Thought Aces podcast all year.
Y'all gonna let me be great, okay? Let me be great. All right, we don't got. We got.
You don't need our permission.
Wait, what are you about to say to me?
I'm about to say we don't got the luxury studio that we was talking about, like
What?
the Through the Wire podcast.
Oh yeah.
So like
yeah.
we gotta deal with all these windows and everybody watching us.
I don't think it's a
matter of
problem
fact,
for you
You know
though.
what we need to do? I'm gonna get a poster so we can put up and put like the subscribe here and like get
Keep it
QR
on
code.
Like how like the
yeah,
Tape
that's
it
what.
on the window.
Yeah. That's what we're about to do.
Nah, Chris is about to put his
put a-
snap code on that bitch. They're about to be adding on the snap code.
Oh no, I'm not an active Snapchat
Look.
user.
It don't matter if you're an active Snapchat user. You put the number on there.
Oh,
No,
that's crazy.
it's for the pod.
It's
It's for the pod,
It's
guys.
for the
MySpace.
pod.
It's for the pod.
It's
It's for the pod.
It's for the pod. It's
Follow
crazy.
him on
Independent
MySpace.
research over here.
Yeah, follow him on Facebook, MySpace, Instagram.
Tumblr.
Yo, he said MySpace.
That's
MySpace, you date.
nuts.
If you go to MySpace, you date.
You
yourself.
definitely had a MySpace account,
You're
bro.
dating your left, bro.
Wait a minute. I had when I was a kid. Yeah.
Okay.
The fact that you were.
Yeah,
You,
see, I
and
did
you,
now.
and you
That's
don't want to
around.
bring it back?
Yeah,
You don't want to
it
bring
seems
it
like I
back?
just got made one today or something. Like it's crazy.
MySpace is crazy.
MySpace
Nah,
is an
man.
old head.
Oh man, but
Off track.
Hometown Worldwide, we just did release some new shirts. Go ahead, cop your gear, cop your merch. Y'all see me in the hometown stuff. I should tell you wear your shirt, man.
I know it's funny. I was considering it, but
You
there
should.
is
You were
maybe
pumped out on that?
there was either a cigar or something else on there. I was thinking of either
Ooh.
because I was like, I want to wear it. I was planning like wearing a sweatshirt, be like, oh, it's kind of hot in here. Take it off. Have the hometown. But I was like, but if there's an
It
employee,
felt great today, though.
if I get a
It's nice
job
out.
interview
It's
like
nice
10
out.
years from now, like, so there was a cigar on your T-shirt and that one thing,
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't know if that was worth the whole.
Allow it, yeah.
Oh man, but for for the audience, go ahead, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's right there below. We have our Instagram, we have our TikTok, we have our Twitter below as well. And we might drop this episode. Maybe if we can get Apple Podcasts going, then we can drop our stuff up there. Yeah. And then if it gets a lot of views, a lot of stars, we could just drop a subscription, man. Maybe $1 subscription. Or say, fuck it, we're going to drop $100 subscription.
All right, see we ball.
Nah, I'm crazy. I'm tripping.
Ponzi
$100.
$100.
$100.
Oh, y'all got money.
Yeah, y'all got money. If you're
I mean, we can charge, Sacred Heart, because
they can afford it.
They're getting a lot of money here. Come on, man, y'all can donate to our podcast.
Get the Miller salary.
Bobby V check.
It's an institution.
Get the Miller salary.
Put on the P card.
Yeah, put on the P card. Subscribe to our own podcast with the P card.
But thank you for joining us for episode 13. Just know next week, Monday coming up, we have Sacred Heart women's basketball head coach Jessica Minetti, and then Friday we have a special guest as well, Molly Jacob.
Yeah.
She is sideline reporter of our broadcast, and she worked at the Yes Network and NBC and worked with the Yankees, so it's pretty dope. I've
seen her around.
Indeed. See, he's even the witness of that.
Yep.
So, this is episode 13 of the Sport Aces podcast. I'm Chris Ortega.
Anthony Conti.
Tom Bucciferro.
Tommy Corbanis.
Sounds so professional when you said that. And we are out here, and we will see you later.